Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I like all things modular and ridiculously nerdy, so it was only a matter of time until I built a ridiculously nerdy modular attachment for ire, and this is it. My Lightsaber Bayonet. Yeah, you heard me. Lightsaber Bayonet. Yes, it's ridiculous. Somebody actually mentioned, I believe someone mentioned this in the comments, and I kind of brushed it off at the time as going, how would I even do that? Why would I do that? That's just plain silly. For that, I apologize. Whoever you are, you go ahead and give yourself a shout out in the comments, and I will thank you and apologize for not taking your idea seriously, because it is magnificent, and I love it. And it came about because of my most recent shipment of fan mail. Somebody sent me this piece, and upon looking at it, I first thought, what on earth am I going to do with that? And then I realized that it was the exact right size to take a Nerf barrel mount. And, well, it just had to happen. So I added the barrel mount, put in some thick-walled PVC, 3/4 inch PVC, hot glued it all in place, super glued a few things, and added a bit of pool noodle. The core goes 12 inches into the blade, and then there's 6 inches of just nothing. And it can indeed be fired through. It's hollow all the way through. I might be able to use it as a blowgun, but it was obviously not what it was designed for. It was designed to use Ire's bayonet attachment for the axe bayonet to turn it into a lightsaber bayonet. Now, if you just put the attachment in, it can then be used as a short sword, either as an offhand weapon for use with the longsword or for use with the tower shield, because the Romans favored short swords with their tower shields, and it's great for stabbing. An unfortunate feature that I discovered is the only barrel attachment it really fits well on is this one. I don't remember what this barrel attachment originally came from. It was one in the bin. It could be a recon, it could be a long shot, it could be any number of older blasters, and for whatever reason, 3/4 inch thick-walled PVC fits perfectly into the end of the barrel. Which is how I designed this, so it snugly fits in there, and that's what gives it such a good connection, a strong connection. Whereas newer barrel attachments are slightly smaller and won't fit the 3/4 inch PVC, and so you can't quite get the bayonet on anything else. Any of my more modern guns. It won't fit on the Strife, it won't fit on my minimized Stampede, it won't fit on my blowgun. Which is unfortunate. I really kind of was hoping that I could put my lightsaber bayonet on anything, you know, make myself a lightsaber spear, or, you know, just throw it on whatever attachment I wanted, but this seems to be the only one it really fits well on, unless I find out which barrel attachment this came from. But like I said, it's going to be something older, a long shot or a recon, which aren't likely to be fielded. Ooh, wait. Well, that settles it. It was, in fact, clearly a recon barrel mount that this was originally made out of, because it will, in fact, fit on the recon. It fits on this one, and it fits on my red recon, but this one, well, this one fits. So now I have a really good reason to get this thing fully upgraded. I'd probably turn it into a Retalicon, or if I can get a hold of an old recon kit like the Curator has, that would work as well, though I think Retalicon would probably be a lot easier and certainly cheaper. Though, if I want to be able to do this, I can't use a pump grip kit, which is really kind of the point of upgrading your recon, but I really like the bayonet. The other downside, of course, with having a barrel this long is that's a ridiculous amount of barrel drag for a Springer, but it looks cool. But, of course, this is not what it was intended for. It was intended to go on ire. Because with a Titan firing through the long barrel, it's really not going to be that much of a problem. So let's take a look at that. A lightsaber bayonet that can, in fact, be fired through a single elite through the Titan. Fires all the way through. As long as the end doesn't get too messed up, it should continue to be able to be fired through. And bug, punk. it should work marvelously. I don't know how much I would actually want to try swinging it around and using it as a bayonet, because it's probably something's going to get broken and I'd hate to break the Titan or anything like that. But for aesthetics, it's magnificent and absurd. It's probably going to see much more action as a short sword, honestly. But just the idea that it could be a lightsaber bayonet pleases me deeply. So this is why I read my comments, because people give me ideas like this that at the time seem silly, and then suddenly later on the opportunity arises and I build it. Other ones, they say the comment, and before I've even finished reading it, I'm getting out of my chair to head to my shop to build it right then and there. Those are the kind of suggestions I absolutely love. So if you have ideas for absurd things that I could build, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I will read them, and I will seriously consider them, and probably eventually build them. If you have any other comments, concerns, ideas, thoughts, just want to call me the huge nerd that I clearly am, you go right ahead in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.